Today is carb rebuild day. Now, again, I have never torn down a carb. I have never really dabbled with these, but I've got 3 sets of instructions here, and between them, I think I can come up with the proper procedure. The one thing that I do lack is the 2 proper tools, the Carter tools, for making sure the float is just perfectly level and to set this I'm not even sure which rod that is, but I do have a couple of handy diagrams that'll probably tell me what is what. That's part AG according to this diagram, which is, well, it's not plug. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. Let's see if one of these others is more helpful. There we go. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was the metering rod. Yes, so I lack the proper tools to set the height of the float and to set this metering rod properly. But at the very least, I can go ahead and clean it or disassemble it, clean it, try to get it to a more usable state, and then I can later go get the proper tools. I'll probably order those later today just so I have them. And then maybe I'll have a carb, and then maybe this thing will start. I don't want to jinx myself here, but famous last words. It's a single barrel carb. How difficult can it be? about 6 or 7 hours. After all that, we have a carburetor. And it's actually starting to get a little bit cool, so let me close the garage door. So I've never done one of these before, as I've probably mentioned a few times, but this was not too bad, I guess. A lot of moving parts, a lot of non-moving parts. It is not quite tuned just yet. I do not have the 2 specific Carter tools that you need to make sure you have the float properly set. You know, the old eyeball says that it's just right, but the proper tool would give me that peace of mind to say that it was good. The other thing that is not properly set perfectly is, of course, this rod. Now, I know that time lapse probably went too fast for you to be able to tell, but this is actually the old rod. The new one has a really weird bend in it that it should not have. So it was actually rubbing against the side here, and it would not actually properly actuate. Given that this came from an M38, it has a newer style. Well, what is the thing called? I should, given that I just went through one of these, I should probably have a good idea of what that part is called. The throttle shaft arm and screw assembly. This guy, yes. It has this extra little knob here that the replacement did not, so you can manually actuate it from the side here instead of pressing on the pedal or manually pulling the accelerator cable. That was nifty, so I'm glad to still have that. But that was 6-ish, maybe 7-ish grueling hours of, just following the instructions you can find online, the much better quality pictures you can get online versus the one that some of the suppliers will send you that look kind of, the photos are just not clear. And when you've never done one of these, it sure helps to have a couple of photos to go by. So tomorrow's plan, take you with me. Well, tomorrow's plan, with any luck, will be to install that shiny, new-ish carburetor on this poor rusty old piece of junk. I did manage to get what was left of that old grody gasket off. And we got this nice one. Again, actually I think it's supposed to go this way. Again, probably too nice for this engine, but we'll find out tomorrow. The other thing that we probably need to figure out, I know the accelerator has this, I don't even know where the factory location for this return spring was, but it's got some good force on it. But the choke linkage here, or I don't know what this cable is called, and also the throttle one, it's like they're rusted in that sleeve. I've soaked them in PB Blaster. I've hit them with WD-40. Need to hit them again probably with WD-40. Maybe tomorrow morning I will just pull those out. We'll find out how to disconnect them from the 2 knobs, soak them in Evapo-Rust to get some of this rust off of them so maybe they will move more freely, and then oil them up really well so maybe they will function normal enough. Or I could just replace them. I don't know. Maybe if you haven't noticed, the theme for this build is I don't know. That's it for this one. Yay, carburetors. We'll see how tomorrow goes.